Hello everyone, I'm Shotrik Pal from the Heritage Academy, and today we have with us a very prominent journalist, Mr. Tamal Saha. So thank you for giving us your precious time. So my first question is, you have been in the media industry for a long time. So what is the one thing that you believe that a person should possess to excel in this field?
First, foremost, and the only thing you should have, must have, a heart to feel things, to be sensitive, because when you are a journalist, you are here to report, and when you're reporting something, you're always doing a third person account. A third person account can lack emotion at times, but if you bring in an element of first person feel, it becomes little personal a story for viewers or for readers. In order to make your viewers or readers feel the emotion of the story, it is imperative that you yourself feel the emotion of the story. So thus, I believe you must have a heart to feel the situation, whatever it is, political, social, crime, entertainment. You just have to feel it first. How do you want to respond to it?
So my next question is, so as I said, you have been a media person for a long time. So how do you think the media industry can improve in our country?
The media industry can improve a lot. There is scope for improvement. First, by not being in any kind of a rat race. Competition is not always healthy. Competition should inspire you. But if competition is forcing to bring the worst out of you, in that case, you have to revive your approach and your outlook. For example, there are media organizations who are part of the rating industry. Then there are media organizations which are not part of the rating industry. We are all here to earn money. It's not a charity. But at the end of it, you know it will come back to you as how you have earned it, by being absolutely honest, by being justified, by being reasonable. So I believe the media industry, the biggest scope it has, it is by believing in themselves. Very important. Believe in yourself, have confidence, have faith, and thereafter do what you think is right. Continue doing it.
Okay, sir, so what do you think are the areas that we have to focus on to make the media industry in our country improve?
You should talk more about education, you should talk more about social conditioning, we should talk more about women empowerment, we should talk about crime, we should talk about politics, we should talk about everything. But we should not mix politics into everything to make every social issue a political one. If there is a political undertone, let it be political undertone. If there is an overtone, let it be an overtone. But let the overtone or undertone not become the story. That's where my concern is. And I think we can all improve by keeping fact as fact.
So we've seen that you're quite active on your social media handles. So how do you think that social media, will it help us in the advancement of Indian media?
It has to. It has to. Have you seen milk come to boil?
Yes.
And then if you do not switch off the gas, it spills over, right?
Yes.
So the gas is on, the flame is on, right? And the milk has already fallen from the oven, from the bucket. Why? Because it has reached its saturation. So now either you take the milk, pour it in another container and then place it to boil, or else deal with spilt milk. So that's why I think, because television has reached to a saturation, digital media has to grow. You have brought the entire world to your mobile. Why not news? social media has been a very important component in helping us pursue stories. But you have also seen social media of late had been so manipulative that it has taken truth away from facts. So that's why it's important to be socially active. You need to be there in that space to quell every propaganda, to quell every myth, challenge every myth, and state facts. So if there is, this avenue would grow, digital media would grow. It is like Virat Kohli not expecting Rohit Sharma to play as good as him. So this is going to grow. You need to be tolerant to it. And if you know that Rohit Sharma would play well, then might as well somebody would want to bet him for IPL.
So India is ranked really low in the press freedom index. So what do you think that we should do to climb the ranks?
It's very unfortunate. It's sad. I personally believe we all need money. We all need money to run a business. There has to be a mechanism to filter whose money is coming in to the media industry and how. So if we can control the revenue and the source of the revenue, then in that case I think you can also exercise lot more journalistic freedom. Say suppose you are giving me money and I take your favor, right? I take your favor, and then you do something wrong. Will I be able to report on you? I will be in two minds. Ideally I should, right?
Yes.
But I have taken your money.
So what do you consider as your greatest accomplishment?
Greatest accomplishment, that I have been able to do certain stories which had created impact. I have been able to do stories for which people have been sent to jail. I have been able to do stories for which there had been re-election. I have been able to do stories for which people have been held accountable, governments have been held accountable. The biggest accomplishment of mine is I have been able to tell someone else's story, for which I have received acknowledgement, recognition, trust, faith, and also the fact that I could sit with you, next to you, talk to you. These are all follow-up things. I'm happy that my core began how it should have begun, and that is my accomplishment.
So thank you, sir, for giving us your precious time, sir.
It was
was
my
wonderful
pleasure
talking to you.